Hey, welcome to the Mo Keith Time Show. Keith's not here today. I haven't the faintest clue why. I just hope he wasn't. Oh my God!
Oh, what is up?
What's up, buddy? Hey.
It's
Dude,
great
I
to
thought
be
you could
back.
Make it.
I made it.
How'd the
I
trial
wouldn't
go?
miss this for the world, man. You kidding me? This rules. This is Mo Keith time.
Mo Keith Time.
I mean, what other podcast does like awesome stunts? You know?
I didn't know if I was gonna get hit in the nuts. You know, I just I didn't know how I was gonna go, but. You are athletic. You're a very athletic man.
I am. I'm telling you, man. If I was 7'5", I'd be dunking like.
Oh, dude,
I'd be like the Hitler of basketball. If no, that doesn't make sense.
Hitler in the first 10 minutes. Let's
Yeah.
go YouTube algorithm.
You love that.
Hitler in the first 10. You could say Victor Wembanyama or
I
whatever.
didn't mean Hitler. Oh, who did I mean?
He's like the 7 foot tall.
I don't know why I was thinking it was.
Do you
Hitler.
think in Jokic?
I could
Jokic?
be Jokic.
Joker.
We'll just go with Jokic. I mean, hopefully we get totally demolished in the comments. That's
I
that's my
mispronounced
favorite thing.
Wembanyama. He's on the Spurs. That boy is crushing it, dude. He did a like Michael Jordan you remember like Mike, the movie Like Mike?
It's on my DVD player going right now.
I love it. I love that for us. He did like the Like Mike air dunk. Boom. He was pretty impressive. They did lose the game though, but he a big boy.
Well,
but that's not what we want to talk about today.
I'm an athletic man, and I think I've just proven that.
You are.
No green screen needed for that.
He didn't even stretch him here. I witnessed it.
No, he saw I flew right over. I can dunk.
Oh man. So let me tell you.
Yeah, tell me what's up.
Last week was probably one of the most insane weeks for news ever.
Yeah, it was a big week.
It was a huge week.
Yeah, we had a lot of things happen.
I don't even know how to tackle it. I don't even know what to start with.
I guess we start with let's start with Epstein.
The Epstein list is out.
Okay,
man.
the Epstein list is out.
I saw a comment on a video that said, "Damn, this is like the next Kanye album." This is the way they have release dates on it.
It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. I mean, I don't know if anything's going to come of it. I think they're going to just continually like have the stuff come out and it's going to seem crazy, but then at the end they're going to be like, yeah, but there's no evidence, and then everyone's going to get away with everything.
But it's like a giant like black mark, you know? It's like,
oh yeah.
It's like Jim Carrey was in it.
It's quite an interesting cool list, if you will. It's definitely a cool list.
He had some cool people in. He had freaking Copperfield.
Yeah, did he
making hoes disappear?
Yeah, that's what he does.
It's so bad.
He made Stephen Hawking's ALS disappear.
Oh my God, Stephen Hawking's went.
How many memes? How many memes do you need?
It's hard because they all have excuses, right? Because like Copperfield could have been like, yeah, they hired me for a private show. It's $1 million. Hawking's, RIP would have been like, I had to be there to get funding. I was schmoozing with the rich people.
Yeah, it's very.
You don't know 100% why they were there.
No, it's quite possible that he was doing good stuff over there, but he probably wasn't. He probably wasn't doing good stuff.
Jim Carrey was the one that hurt me, man.
Well, we'll get to Jim Carrey. I just want to talk more about Steven.
Steven?
Yeah.
What else you got to say
Well,
about
because, I mean, the memes are out of control.
Oh, they're insane.
The Stephen Hawking memes, I mean, when you give the internet an excuse to make fun of the disabled.
Oh, they're going to run with it.
It's going
to
places that you can't even fathom. Like any wheelchair, it's just everything's a wheelchair meme right now. It's just like, can we make fun of this Can we make fun of wheelchair guys? Like this lets us do that. We get to do that.
It's not a good time to be a wheelchair guy. It's not a good time to be disabled, guys. You need to fix that. You need to change it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not a time to be a 200 IQ disabled dead man. I think they just put him on the list as a distraction because they're like, he's going to generate so many memes for the internet that people are going to be like, Jim Carrey, whatever.
That and Copperfield, like both of them are like that. They're memes.
Have there been some good Copperfield memes?
You know, the best meme wasn't for Copperfield, but was for Jim Carrey, which is, you know, the scene in Monsters Inc. You're a dad. You've watched Monsters Inc. You've had to.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
You had to watch.
What
There's
do you need
a scene
to know?
in Monsters Inc. where the big blue monster takes the little girl and she's like running away.
Yep.
And he's like huffing and puffing, and they're using that gif, and it is like Jim Carrey on Epstein's Island trying to save the one little kid. And then in the comment section, someone was like, "What do you mean save? That's just under new management." And I was like, "This is so dark. They're getting way too dark and comfortable talking about, you know."
Yeah, and then
It's so bad.
yeah, we're gonna see. There's allegedly some possible tapes that are out there with some possible.
I didn't know that part.
I just saw something today from
People
a
getting
news
their back
source
rubbed.
that I typically will respect. We'll see, but apparently there's some
Or
very
news sources.
I don't want to mention it.
It's Vice News.
It's not Vice, but it's another big one on Instagram.
Barstool Sports.
No.
Imagine that's the only place you can get the Epstein list is
I
from
know.
Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, it was exclusively released to Dave Portnoy.
As he does a pizza review.
He's like, all right, this list gets, I'm going to give it one bite of this list. Okay, 9.1.
No, yeah, 9.1. Good list.
9.1.
You know, it's a one bite club. One bite, we walk away. 9.1's a good score. 9.1's a good score.
Good score.
You're a mass guy. You could do a good Portnoy accent. I like Portnoy.
I haven't studied his air, so I don't really know the ins and outs. I could probably do one though. I bet
Just all you need is like Dunkin' Donuts and some ADHD, and you probably have Dave Portnoy.
But I don't think he has the thick accent.
He has the light, like he has a Dana White almost esque accent of like that mass.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
I'm sad he's not on the list, right? Portnoy's safe. Portnoy's safe.
Dana White isn't on the list.
Oh, not on this iteration.
But is he going to be on one?
I'm kidding. I don't think Dana White could be on the list. It's crazy. Trump is like denying it, but there are videos of him like saying how much of a good guy Epstein is, and like
Trump, he will lie. He will just lie on like he's like, you're looking at a video of him doing the thing, and he's like, I didn't do that, and he just look you in the eye and lie to you. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you do with that, but you know.
But you know, if I was one, I would be a perfect one.
Trump 2024. That's all I'm going to say on that.
It's an election year. It's
that
an
sucks.
election
that
year.
That does suck, though, that it's an election year.
We are going to hear
it's the worst
so
year.
Much.
Every election year is so bad.
Huge Supreme Court case on the ballot. We're in Maine. We're Mainers. The state of Maine decided to remove Trump from the ballot. And so did Colorado, but they might have switched that
There
stance.
is no way that stands. That is going to get knocked
Who knows?
down.
It's a coin flip, man.
I know. It's going to get knocked down. They're going to put him on.
There's grounds.
But I don't know. I think, yeah, there's grounds, but, like, what are they saying? They're saying, like, oh, Trump's going to be left off. Like, what does that even mean?
He encouraged an insurrection, I think, based off the 14th Amendment or something.
So
that, like,
can you still vote for him, though, even if he's not on the ballot?
It's under the 14th Amendment. You can't run for public office if you've engaged in insurrection. I think that's what it is.
We got to get that.
They'll definitely correct us.
We got to get that changed.
We got to get that. You want an amendment?
I want an amendment where if you do an insurrection and it doesn't go through, maybe they should give you a second chance.
It's just like everyone deserves a second chance. Yeah. I think all this is gonna do. It's scary. Last Thursday, courts in the state of Maine closed because of this. There were death threats. And it's kind of it's scary to have that amount of power, because I think if they did that to Biden, I don't think there would be death threats like that and courts closing down. I think people would fight it in the courts, or maybe there would be. I don't know. It's just that it just seems like one side And the Republicans don't even want him, is a weird thing. I don't know. Mo Keith time, we're too stupid to be political, but...
Yeah, no, we're just shooting from the hip here. We don't really know.
Yeah, we don't know how this will go.
This is our experience.
I am a poli-sci major, though, and I was in school when Trump got elected, and I remember all of my professors early on in the year were like, he's not getting elected, he's just going to sell hats. He's not getting elected, he's just going to sell hats.
That's what we all thought on the other side.
And then... he gets elected. I didn't think that. I thought he had a high possibility of getting elected.
Well, you're smart.
Because LePage got elected in the state of Maine, and he was doing the same stuff. He had a bingo book, a freaking a book of just black drug dealers that he.
Oh, I loved that book.
He was insane.
No,
he had a press conference being, look at all the black drug dealers that come to Maine and impregnate our white women.
I know, it's crazy.
My God.
It's so crazy.
Putting fentanyl in their veins early. Like,
I know.
It's insane.
I know,
But
and that's my daughter's favorite book, which is crazy.
Fentanyl in their veins early.
No, his cool book he has.
The bingo book.
LePage's cool bingo book.
Oh man, I took the bingo book from Naruto. If you're a Naruto fan,
Shifty and Smoothie. I'll never forget the two names of the guys that
Shifty
he named.
and
Yeah,
Smoothie.
Shifty and Smoothie. He's like, these are good guys, Shifty and Smoothie,
oh my god,
coming from New York, impregnating our white women.
I've met LePage twice because of a scholarship competition when I was in high school.
Did he
Shook
hug you?
that man's hand.
Did he give you a hug?
Firm handshake.
I bet.
His photographer
Was he like-
gave me a fist bump.
Of course,
And
he
he
did.
didn't just give me a fist bump. I reached to give him a handshake,
And he's like,
and he said, "No,
he's like, no, man, you're a brother.
fist bump."
Boom.
And I fist bumped him. That's
did?
honestly the saddest moment I had when I was 16 years old.
You should have fist bumped
I
LePage.
caved.
You should have fist bumped LePage.
Oh man, I should have called LePage my N-word. You know, my
He
Katt
would have
Williams.
loved. He'd be like, he'd get leaning real close. He'd be like, "Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for that."
Well, dude, Martin's is my favorite store. Matt weighs a Martin.
I think it's called Martin's.
Martin's.
But
I can't read.
you're not from
It's
this country.
established.
You're autistic and all that
I'm
stuff.
yeah.
English
English
is the
isn't my
second-
first language.
yeah.
Why are you taking all of my catchphrases? Okay.
Well, eventually when this podcast gets like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, I'll have all the sound drops, and it's gonna be like, it'll be like, I'm autistic.
And I'm canceled.
ESL.
And I lose my well-paying job.
ESL. And then we'll get that cool N-word button back, and it'll be all fun.
I have the N-word
I
button
know, we don't need that.
ready.
That's the one thing we don't need. I'm like, how do I get that on my phone? And I'm like, I probably shouldn't look that
Dude,
up.
that's a free N-word card right there, man. You can
Is
have
it?
No.
I'm glad we
haven't even scratched the surface. Last week, Miami had such a huge police response in one area.
Yeah, why?
People were claiming there were 10-foot tall aliens.
I know.
In the heart of Miami.
I know. I saw that. I love that.
And I was just, that's just the wildest thing. And everyone, nobody, I don't even know what happened. Apparently there were some kids in there with like firecrackers and they thought it was a bomb or something, but
Were the
I
kids
like the
stacking
aliens.
up?
Stacking up.
Were they like on their shoulders? Was that how the alien was like that? What
That's
the
how
aliens were?
they had a trench coat.
Yeah,
And
was it a trench coat alien?
there were just some kids trying to buy some beer. That's what it was.
Did they figure it out? Do we know what it was?
We need the X-Files in here.
Because I tried to look it up last night a little bit, but I didn't see anything that looked credible. It looked like a big fake story that just caught on.
I think what happened was there was just a storm of like an unsettling amount of police officers in one area.
That was a crazy
that
video.
made me think it was a terror event. That's what I thought.
That's crazy, but also I kind of thought like, oh, you know what? I bet you if aliens did land, I bet it would look like that. I bet there would be cops everywhere. They wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, I feel like what's funny is like Elon Musk would be involved in like First Contact. I feel like he would fly out
He's
so
just like,
quickly.
Guys, I hate to admit it, but I am actually one of them. Like he does the mask thing.
That's why he's so weird-bodied. He's a weird-bodied man. Have you seen him?
Oh, he's got a weird one.
He's built different, man.
He is. He's got a funny voice that only he has because he's weird.
Yeah, and it could be fake. It could just be. What's funny is another piece of news that came out last week. Like people, SpaceX board of directors. One of their board of directors decided not to renew or run for re-election because they were worried about Elon Musk's drug use. They think he's just using way too many drugs, more than just weed. Like he's using ketamine. He's using like LSD, all this stuff, and I'm just like, Why ruin the party, man? Why?
Is that true?
I don't know.
Is that just
I think the weed part has to be true, but I wouldn't be surprised that he does a lot of different drugs.
I don't think he might. I don't think he would, though, based on how productive he is. But I guess everyone is capable of something.
There are a lot of productive people who are heavy drug users. Hunter S. Thompson was an amazing writer and a politician, the sheriff of a Colorado town.
Yeah, but have there been other like big scientists? I guess he's not really a scientist. He's a businessman.
He's a businessman. He has scientists. And at that level, you're not necessarily doing work that requires you to like build something yourself. You're the vision guy at that point. You're the vision, inspiration, and then you have people under you that are solving the problems. You're just kind of like pushing things in one direction.
You're Steve Jobs in it.
You're Steve Jobs in it. Steve Jobs was freaking incredible at that stuff. He was a weird dude. But I feel like there have been a ton of successful people, especially like back in the day, like, 40s, 30s, like there were people straight up on meth doing remarkable stuff,
doing amazing things. Get the meth back in the workforce, and we could maybe be productive again as a country.
Honestly, we should legalize opium. Our founding fathers, that's what built this country. It was opium.
Yeah,
it's opium.
There's a lot of things that built this country, but
and whiskey,
racism, a lot of racism,
good amount of racism.
A predominant racist group of people. Yep.
Another thing that happened last week, that guy who jumped the freaking the judge.
Jumped at the judge.
Insane. You can put a little GIF here on it. Shoop. And
this guy telling me where I'm gonna put the edits in.
You can put the edit right here. On my belly. I
edited your belly out last week.
You did?
Yeah.
Skinny?
Yeah. Well, there was a little sliver of mo coming out. Yeah, there was a little sliver of mo
poked out.
You poking out, and I clipped it out.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Because the whole episode would have just been the sliver of mo.
People would have enjoyed. Sorry, guys.
Hey, I'll tell you what was there. I looked nice.
Thank you.
It looked smooth.
Yeah.
Didn't look wobbly or anything. It was good.
I'm starting to get hurt here.
No, you're feeling good. It was good.
So can we talk about the court guy?
Yeah, let's talk about court guy. Was it you?
That was me. No, if it was me, you'd have seen the belly midair.
There's just a splash of blood that comes up.
What you would have seen is me jumping up and smack right on my stomach on the side of that. But dude, that video is gnarly. There are a bunch of people who've over-examined it. He jumps in. He may or may not have hit the judge before people jump in to fight. There's this one clerk that was releasing years of anger.
Oh yeah, you got to be mad.
But they brought him back in court. Have you seen the video of him back in court yet?
Was it? I think so.
This came out today.
Yeah, I think I saw something. Was it real?
Yeah, they put a mask on him.
Yes.
And it's the same judge who sentenced him again.
I bet she went harder on him.
She's gangster, dude. She specifically put on the record, she's like, I'm going to enter into the record my calendar and my notes from the previous trial to show you that I haven't changed my decision. This is the exact same punishment I was going to give him for what happened. Because the guy is not a good guy. The guy was in there for domestic violence. It was he's a lady beater, that guy. So he's not a good person. Like, there's no defending him.
Okay.
Though his sister, I feel bad for her, like, was talking about his mental illness. She did a press conference. She's like, he's mentally ill. He was triggered by the judge because the judge was a little sassy. She was like, I think you need to get a little something. But quite frankly, like, he's had multiple domestic violence and assault records. Like, this is not someone who should be on the street.
No.
He's just beating ladies up and fighting judges. Like,
oh man, he needs to get a VR punching game and learn how to deal with his anger.
Yeah, you're nicer than I am.
Like a boxing game. Where you just box women.
He needs to talk to Katt Williams. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Katt will set him straight.
Maybe he needs to start a podcast.
That's what he needs to do.
And
he has the clout for it.
Yeah, now he's a Judge Jump guy.
He is Judge Jump guy. There are so many TikTok memes, so many videos. It's beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. I hate it. I'm not looking for him. But when I saw the guy and he was in the old the the Hannibal Lecter mask. That was pretty good.
Wild.
Are we not on airplane mode?
I'm sorry.
Are we not professional?
You know what? It's spam, though. Do you want to pick up potential spam?
Yeah, let's go speakerphone.
Let's go speakerphone.
It's just going to be
Let's
like...
just do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Hi, how are you?
Hello?
Goodbye.
Wow, they were like, oh, never mind. It's 2 people. We've been outed.
Oh, my God. I don't get what they get out of that. Because I'll never give them anything.
You know, they
want
know
your
that...
voice.
I think they want your active number. They want to know if your number's active.
That's it?
Yeah, when you answer, you shouldn't answer. You actually just blew it. They're actually going to be at your house when you get home tonight.
Too bad this number is not connected to my home.
You don't know that.
I do. I pay for identity theft protection. I monitor everything.
I paid it to take your identity.
You did?
I paid. I said, I want Mo's identity.
How much for my identity?
It was $80.
Oh my God, so cheap.
I know.
So cheap.
I know. I got so many home loans. I'm getting loans on homes, on loans.
Dude, you gotta be. I gotta say, you gotta be really happy. You're a homeowner.
You bring this up quite
You're
often.
A homeowner. I don't ever see myself a homeowner, man.
I don't know. I mean, I think you could be a homeowner.
We've talked about this before. You're like, it's so easy, Mo. You just gotta like not have DoorDash anymore. I'm just like, I can't.
Yeah, if you quit DoorDash, you could probably have a house by the end of the year.
Probably.
Yeah.
Speaking of DoorDash, I ain't got anything to say.
You don't have anything to say about. You're just like,
Oh, no.
speaking of DoorDash, I
They
got nothing.
sponsor this.
Yeah, we're not going to promote DoorDash.
Yeah, we support Uber Eats. Use this code at Mo Keith Time. Uber Eats
Yeah,
works
see if
for
it
you.
connects. It won't.
It probably.
It never will. But you wanted to talk about other currently trending topics.
All I'm thinking about, man, is just that Katt Williams interview with Club Shay Shay.
Katt Williams was on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp.
Shout out Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp.
We brought up Shannon Sharp on a previous episode.
I love that show.
Because we love Shannon Sharp.
Him and Ocho Cinco. Oh my God, if Ocho was there, that would have been great.
Well, maybe next time. But, I mean, yeah, that podcast, I don't know what the most viewed podcast on YouTube of all time is, but that one's got to be up there.
That video just cleared 20 million views.
I think it's actually quite significantly more than that.
I heard. Oh wow!
I think it's like 40. I think it was like 40 million views.
Oh wow!
It's really gotten out of control.
I think the craziest thing about that, and a lot of people have mentioned this, is the fact that if Katt Williams went on and he just said what he said, and none of them responded to it, it would not have blown up. But the fact that Cedric the Entertainer made a video in response, Ludacris rapped.
He made a rap.
Response. Steve Harvey hasn't said anything yet. Kevin Hart said something on live TV to smack back.
Some good stuff.
Everybody just reacted. Nobody called him a liar. They just called him a hater.
Yeah, I guess so. And you know what's funny? When I was watching it, I'm just like, oh yeah, like, I mean, Katt Williams is a smart...
Ice Cube made a video to support him.
Right. Katt Williams is a smart guy, and he's very well educated. He
got a full college scholarship at age 7, apparently.
I mean, he knows what he's talking about. I mean, I guess I didn't do any research, but I mean, he's a fantastic liar if he is lying.
He's a phenomenal liar.
He's an amazing liar if he's lying. I don't know. I mean, I believe him.
They drank a lot of they were drinking a lot during the show. It was like
I don't think he was. I think he said he didn't even drink like a whole.
He was saying that, but I watched him sip.
How many sips did you see?
I saw enough to be tipsy, bro. But he's a stronger man than I am.
He is.
Because apparently he smokes 12 blunts a day.
He's like, you know what I'm doing? I'm Shannon Sharp. He has the best voice, by the way.
He has a very distinct voice. Like if I close my eyes and 3 different people from like the South talked.
Yeah.
And they were like, pick
He's
out
like,
Katt Williams. I'm like, that's Katt Williams, right?
Joe
there.
Rogan doesn't want me on his show.
You know who that's not? That's JFK.
Joe Rogan does not want me on his show. He does, though.
That's a good You have a good JFK.
Thanks, brother. And
he does want him on the show. Joe Rogan responded. Joe Rogan said, "I love Katt Williams. I talk about him every day.
They do talk.
I want to get him on the show."
I know. I've heard him. I've heard him talk good stuff about him.
I grew up with Katt Williams. Like, I watched all the Friday movies when they came out. Like, as a kid, I love Katt Williams.
He's hilarious,
pimpin'. He's done a lot of great work, and I think that's a hard thing too. Is like you can't. And if any other person said that, like, Katt Williams is like at a Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock level of comedy. Like he's just such a legend that you can't really knock him down.
He just went to jail a bunch of times, unlike those other guys.
Hey, you know, the last podcast he did, he addressed that, and he was like, 20 accusations, no convictions, something like that, because he's never been convicted.
Yeah.
Prison and jail aren't the same.
I will say this. I will say, when I was watching him, because he got right into it on that, like, I mean, at least
he was heated because of a few previous episodes with Cedric the Entertainer.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
I just think that the way he got into it, like, right off the bat like that, I saw a little bit of myself in him. Because I'm like, oh, he's got that little man syndrome, like, hard. Like, I was like, I totally see coming on here and, like, having to set the record straight because, like, I feel like I've been slighted all the time. And that must be even worse for him. I mean, being in that position. But, yeah, I could just, I'm like, there's definitely, if he was taller, I don't think he would have necessarily done what he did. Or he wouldn't have had the same reaction.
You think height makes you?
I think height played. I think height played into it. As a little man, I could speak as a little man. I could see it. I'm like, oh, I've done this type of thing before, and I'm like, I guess I know where that heat is coming from.
You know, him doing that episode made me want to go back to his catalog and watch specials that I've watched before.
Well, I'm sure that's a big reason why he did that.
He did what he did.
Is so that he could. He got so many. Oh my God, he's gonna make so much money.
When was
off
the last
that.
time you watched the Katt Williams special though?
Probably was like World War III.
Yeah, World War III was the one I watched.
That was the last one. Yeah,
and he is such a physical comic.
Oh my God.
So physical. I
really
forgot
physical.
how physical he is. He moves around everywhere. He's really fast, and the motions he makes are like, he was fucking a stool.
That's pretty hack, but yeah.
He was really dicking down a stool.
I know,
like, I thought it was a woman. I thought it was
a trash bit.
I thought he was in, dude.
I know. Well,
you said it's trash bit. The
no,
fact that he likes tall women. He likes to be in one room while she's.
I think, come on, everyone knows stool humping is hack. You don't do it.
I enjoy the stool humping.
Well, you know what?
I'm stool humping on it, but he's such a that's one thing I really appreciated just on stage.
You know what?
Such
maybe
a physical force.
Maybe you need a stool humping bit, Mo.
Not a stool humping bit, but I don't know. If I tried humping a stool, I'd break it. Especially the cheap stools that shows that we do have. They don't have quality stools.
Are you saying we do cheap, low-level shows, Mo?
I think we do pretty low-level shows. Yeah,
we do
pretty low-level comics.
Get some quality stools out there.
I'm sure you wouldn't even know what to do with a real good stool.
Oh, I've been around a good stool at a show. But back to Katt though, like you call him Katt, like you're familiar with him, you're friends with him. It's so much easier to say Katt than Katt Williams.
Katt Williams. You know what
we already addressed him as his full name. Now we can address him by his first name.
I don't know. I'm going to respect Mr. Katt Williams.
If you saw Katt Williams, you say, "Hello, Katt Williams. How are you?"
I would say I wouldn't know what to say. I would be genuinely starstruck.
You'd say hi.
I wouldn't even know.
You say hi. I'm Mo Awale. I'm ethnically Somali. That's the first thing you get to know about me.
and you would say, I'm a spider monkey.
Exactly.
And I'm a dad now. Oh my God.
Oh
so
my
wild.
God, holy crap.
I have unique life experiences.
My God.
I wouldn't know what to say about
But so Katt Williams.
Mr. Katt Williams.
Monsieur Katt Williams.
Monsieur Katt
Williamsburg.
Williams.
He has this bit that I remember. I don't even know the context of the bit, but it's like he's being very physical on stage with his he's got like knee-high boots on, and the boot like is like partially off, and he does like this weird like the boots like tip. You know that bit?
I'm trying to piece it together.
He's like he does this weird like drags his foot type of bit around the stage, and he's like on the knee-high boot. I don't know. I feel like I saw it more than once. I thought that was like a signature bit. Apparently, no one cares about that bit, or at least Mo doesn't know it.
I'm trying to remember. I only went back and watched one. I'm going to watch some more. I'm going to go back and watch Pimpin' Pimpin' Pimpin', because I remember watching that as a kid, back when I used to like watch pirated specials on YouTube where you had to go part 1, part 2, and there'd be like a part 25. Like,
wow. Oh, yeah, you could get around it
that's
way.
how you got away, like 15-minute increments. You'd have to go to another video. That's how I watch like movies and stuff on YouTube. It's like you just kind of search the thing and you go part 1, and that's how.
They also used to do this thing where they would put specials on YouTube and they would reduce the speed, so they'd be like really slow, and then you could just change the setting to up the speed so that it would be normal, but it was like some way of like getting around the audio, not like
it was
matching.
A bunch of clever ways around the algorithm. People like post the weirdest stuff on there too. There's one woman who pretty much posts educational content around breastfeeding, and she kept doing it, and she noticed, looking at the stats, because you can look at your YouTube stats, that a lot of men watched.
Yeah.
So instead of like pulling away and like being like, oh, this is creepy, I should take down these videos, because she was a child in there, she just started wearing more like revealing clothing and kind of played to that audience on YouTube. And it was a big thing a couple months ago, and that is just disgusting. But people will do anything for that sweet influencer money, that sweet YouTube money. But
yeah, I mean, I feel like they've come up on maybe like TikTok before, like a full titty out, or maybe it was Instagram.
Yeah, well,
but I remember it's like there's just a lady just with a full tit, like one boob is being fed on, the other one's just out. Did I just, is this the Mandela effect? Like,
it's your algorithm, man.
I mean,
that's
it's not
the thing about you. TikTok.
No, this is stuff that I've seen. No, this is Mo's algo.
My algorithm?
Yeah, your algorithm's cool. Into it, very much into it.
My algorithm is nerdy, man. You don't see that many thirst traps on my algorithm.
I mean, on my side of your algorithm, I'm seeing a lot of cool stuff. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean? Oh, you think that the Mo Keith Time channel that I made is my algorithm?
Yeah, I think it takes from you. Yeah,
it does not take from me.
Oh, really?
It does not.
So why does it just?
It makes a whole new algorithm, because I have several accounts, and you can change the, like, you start anew, and you're like going through.
So that's my algorithm?
Well, it depends on what you swipe on, what you like, what you go through.
I don't like anything.
Yeah.
I never like videos on TikTok.
Or you can, if you hold the button, you can change it, but that's not my algorithm.
All right. Well, Mo's lying. Cool. I'm doing a podcast with a liar. That's great.
Do you want to look at my personal TikTok's algorithm?
Do you want to show that?
Here, yeah. Dude.
Do you want to show it live on our show?
I will gladly show it live on the show.
Let's just skip it then. If you're that proud of your algorithm, then nobody wants to see it.
I've curated a beautiful algorithm of...
No, I don't want to see it. You can shut it down.
Oh, titties.
Yeah, there it is. That's what I thought.
Titties.
Just breasts.
Oh my God. But no, Katt Williams kind of set the comedy world ablaze, man.
He sure did, and you know what? I think everything's gonna just settle down and be fine.
I just wonder what he's gonna pivot to with this. Like, what's the role? Like, is the pivot gonna be?
He's like, I'm not promoting anything. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Like,
But he's also a businessman. At this point, he's so hot, he probably is going to do something. He was already pretty hot before he went on the show.
Yeah.
Because he was on the show
He's
Atlanta.
like, I don't come out and promote.
He was on the show Atlanta. I think he won an Emmy, or he got nominated for some sort of award because he played the alligator man on Atlanta. Do you watch Atlanta?
No, I don't watch anything.
Yeah, especially with a bunch of black people on it.
If it's got black people in it, I probably already filtered it out of my Netflix.
I know I make a lot of recommendations to you, Keith.
Yeah.
But Atlanta's a special show. It's
Okay.
a really good show.
Okay, where is it?
It's
Where
like
do I watch it?
Seinfeld of this time right now.
Oh, it's funny?
It's beyond funny. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so hilarious. It's on Hulu.
Okay, I don't have Hulu.
Get Hulu.
Okay.
Or it's on FX. Do you have cable? Are you a cable guy?
If it's on FX, I could watch. I got YouTube TV.
I think it was on FX, but it's a great show. Phenomenal show. But more about Katt Williams. Watch his stuff. He's funny. He's so hilarious. Have you watched the Fridays? Did you watch Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Next Friday?
Sure.
Friday after next?
Oh, yeah.
You watch, yeah. Which one was Katt Williams in?
Friday after next.
Certified. Keith is certified. Keith, go ahead. Use the app. I'm going to go pull it up right now. We're going to get you the app.
Okay.
We're going to get you the app if I still have it. There it is. Press the button.
You want me to press this button?
Yeah, press the button, man.
Really, nigga?
All right.
Congratulations.
That felt good.
Congratulations.
Not too good, but I appreciate it.
Really, nigga?
Yeah.
I bet it felt good.
Yeah, it's all right. Maybe I have that app. Maybe I push that button on repeat to get to sleep at night. I don't know.
That's how you do it. That's
That's
how you
how
do
I
it. That's how
sleep.
I sleep at night.
That's how I get my Z's.
With the N-word.
It's just easier.
How many times did it take for you to get your Wordle today, man?
I don't. Oh, come on.
You
dude.
don't Wordle?
Do you actually Wordle?
I Wordle.
You're a huge loser. And
Courtney
you know
and
what
I
makes
Wordle and
okay.
we play Connections.
Now I don't know if I want to do this podcast anymore because doing Wordle is like fine, but the moment you say it out loud, the moment you bring that up into conversation, like there's something to talk about, you need to take a step back and look at your life and be like, am I leading a life of purpose or am I a total loser?
Is everything okay, buddy?
I got a problem with people that post their Wordle.
Who in particular posts their people post their Wordle online?
Yes. People will post their Wordle. And I did it when Wordle took off initially. Everybody was doing it. And I was like, oh, I'll post my Wordle, whatever, that's fine. You like post your score like when you got it, it'll say like, 3 tries, whatever, 2 tries. For me, 2 tries every time. No, I was fine. Whatever. I'm not going to talk about because it's already bad. There's nothing funny about Wordle.
You got red. I love it when white people get red. It's my favorite thing about white folks.
It's
man.
so
The red.
It's so dumb. It like if you want to do Wordle, cool, but don't talk about it.
I personally don't even think Wordle is the best game on the New York Times app.
Don't even give
I
me
think
that.
it's Connections.
Connections?
It's my favorite one.
What's the B game?
The B game, the spelling one?
Yeah.
Courtney likes that one. I don't like it
Yeah, is that? Yeah, okay.
because I can't spell.
Because English is second language.
I'm autistic.
Autistic. Where's the button? Give me the button. No, not that button. I don't want. No, I'm not requesting that button. No.
Oh, man.
I meant the I'm an autistic button.
Dude, I don't think any week of 2024 can beat last week. The amount of
What do you
news
mean?
all in one week.
It's week 1. We haven't even officially gotten the alien news announcement yet. We haven't
they're prepping
officially
us.
World War III headline yet. I mean,
They're prepping us.
it's only a
we've
matter
been in
of
World
time.
War III since Ukraine was invaded. Like we've been in like a sort of World War III that we just haven't talked about.
Just haven't acknowledged it yet.
We haven't what does it mean? Like we're involved in these conflicts. If you're giving money to if you were bullying somebody, Keith,
As I do.
and I'm secretly training them how to fight with nunchucks,
Yeah.
I think I'm involved in that fight one way or another. Like I'm in that war,
Yeah.
If you're completely clobbering
then
a
I'm
dude
sa-
and I'm
but
giving them
Regardless,
a jet.
there hasn't been the headline yet. Give me that headline. That's what we're waiting for.
And it wouldn't be considered a war. It would be considered a conflict.
Right. So then I'm waiting for that headline.
You know the last sanctioned American war? Do you know what that war was? Real war.
I don't know, the war on putting the amount of grams of sugar added into nutritional facts.
No, InfoWars. Might have been. No, I think it's actually World War II.
Nice.
Because Vietnam didn't count. No, I think it was actually maybe Korea. But it's like they're all considered conflicts, like all the operations and like
that's
the Middle
fascinating
East.
Stuff.
Yeah,
that's good. I think
I wonder
it's
what
good.
Katt Williams thinks of that.
Yeah, I bet you do. Maybe you should watch the podcast again. You've seen it twice?
I've seen it twice.
This guy watched it 2 times.
I think I watched it 2 times because I'm stupid and I need to Katt Williams is giving me too much at the same time. Like I'm laughing because he called someone's wife weird faced, and he's like, you know what they do in this industry? They give you a light skinned, weird faced wife.
Yeah.
That's a part of the package. That's the system. Then they put you into a dress. And then Harvey Weinstein offers to suck your dick. That was a line that came out of Katt Williams' mouth.
He definitely prepared that. He prepared for that interview.
Imagine being in the writer's room with him.
Oh my God, yeah. He had the writer's room going on. He was just, we're going to do this. We're going to say that. Yeah, I mean...
I think one of the weirdest discoveries in comedy that I made, because I haven't been doing it that long, since like 2019, is the fact that I didn't know like famous people hired writers for like normal stuff.
What do you mean normal stuff?
Will Smith has writers so that he has a funny thing to say in a video that he posts online to promote something, or if he does an interview.
Interesting.
He has writers for that. And there are other people that have writers for that, and they can't talk about it, but it's crazy to like be so big and be such a big star, and everything you say has to be so interesting that you hire groups of, comics and different writers to make sure you have funny things to say. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing.
Why'd you choose Will Smith?
Because that was the big example. I met somebody who knows somebody who writes for Will Smith.
Cool.
As a person. Will Smith, the person, the enterprise. This is wild.
Just a shout, like a overall, if you want to write for Mo so that he has something funny to say on this podcast, you guys can just go ahead and write in the comments.
Yeah, I'll Venmo you. Honestly, I'll Venmo for funny stuff. If you got a joke that you think works for me, I can do it.
You got a good Mo joke? Just send it on over.
Just send it on over. Some of my best bits come from people at shows who have been fans. Like I've like bridges on some jokes. Like I have a joke about how
like a tag?
A girl gave me a raspberry.
Yes.
And after the show, somebody walked up to me and was like, man, wouldn't it be funny, man, if you just talk about how, like, she gave you the raspberry and then, like, talk about it, just ask the audience, do any of the men here giggle when they come? And just ask, because that's something men do, right? We giggle when we come. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, I don't.
This guy confessed to me.
Wow. So you just learned a new thing about a strange,
learned a new thing about him.
guy. And he thought...
And his girlfriend's laughing.
Like, and he thought that was just how guys acted.
He thought that was good old locker room talk right there. Hey, how many giggles did you get in when you nutted?
But speaking of writers, though, I don't watch award shows, but the Golden Globes... was last night. I didn't watch it. I don't watch award shows anymore. I used to think the Grammys were pretty cool. They're probably still cool just for the performances, if that's your thing. But the actual awards, like, I don't care. It's just a way for them to all, like, kiss each other's balls in the industry. And so I don't really care about those shows. And Joe Coy was hosting, and like, he really bombed, like, hard on television. They went in on him. Yeah, he bombed really hard. And even in the audio in the show, like, because I didn't watch, I just saw some clips, but like, he was getting furious, like, at the audience. He's like, "What do you want? A perfect monologue?" He's like, "I got this job 10 days ago." He's like, "I didn't even write that joke." He's like, "This is somebody else's joke." He's like throwing the writers under the bus.
So bad.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. He's like, you guys have been laughing at the jokes that I've written, though. It's like, okay, whatever. But man, I just felt bad, and it just made me be like, wow, like if you're a comedian and you're offered that job, like you don't necessarily want to take it.
Yeah, I don't know how much that job pays, or maybe there's like an esteem thing. It's like I've done the awards or whatever, but like Chris Rock did a good job before he got slapped.
Yeah, well, Chris Rock's he's done it
Rock's
before,
a
and
dynamo, though.
Yeah, of course, and like he had writers too, though.
Yeah, they all have writers. They all have people.
You can't write that many jokes. Like you just can't. You can't do it. Like, and when you're in that position, because you're already a busy enough person, and then to be given like that level of assignment,
it would break my heart though to find out if like Dave Chappelle had writers. Like it would break my heart because I would hope, because I love Dave Chappelle stand up before he came back from Africa. Pre-Africa Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
was lit.
well, even right after he got back from Africa, it was awesome.
I will say his newest special, I wasn't a fan of the prior specials. His newer special isn't that bad.
No, I agree. I thought the newest one was his best one in a while.
And he did a really good job.
The other ones just weren't on the level of the ones before. The first one back after the long hiatus was good. And then
that was because you like Dave Chappelle. That was because you're a fan.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then the ones where the one where he talked about the OJ stories. He had the 3 OJ stories. That was a good special. And then he just had the 2 where he went hard at one group of people, and it was like just boring. Like pick another topic. I don't care what. I don't make fun of anything.
He wasn't connected.
It wasn't the topic that really made me feel bad. It was more of like you're just boring. Like pick something else.
Impossible burger joke was so stupid. The impossible pussy is what he said. He's like, they're walking around. It's like this whole idea that like it wasn't just transphobic. It was transphobic and unfunny.
Yeah.
Which just kind of hurt you. It's kind of like your dad or someone that you love saying something offbeat. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, why, dude? I love you. Why are you saying this?
Yeah.
But then his newest special, he just kind of leans into it a little bit. He's kind of like, I thought he talks about being attacked on stage. He talks about Chris Rock. He talks about the slap. Like obviously nobody who listens to us has to know how great freaking Dave Chappelle is. One person wrote the funniest thing though, because my favorite comic is Ali Sadiq. I was talking about him before the show. I'll always praise Ali Sadiq and his talent. And somebody wrote, Dave Chappelle is what Ali Sadiq is the person Dave Chappelle wants to be on stage. And I'm like, if you watch both of them, you almost get that feeling. Because Dave Chappelle grew up in a safe environment. He had like a mom and dad. He had he's not like he wasn't a troubled youth. Like he was a really artistic, smart, genius writer who had an incredible amount of hustle and grind. He did stand up just a cappella in the middle of like the streets to have people listen to him. A total gangster.
Fantastic shit jokes.
Fantastic.
Really good shit jokes.
Really good poop jokes. But Ali Sadiq is like, someone who lived a hard life, who's experienced loss, and the stories that he shares are very meaningful and powerful. I feel like Dave Chappelle tries to touch on that sometimes and doesn't work.
Wrong background.
Yeah.
Did he ever host an award show?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he has. No, actually, no. I think he's only ever done like SNL and Mark Twain Award. He was a recipient.
Right. Because like Joe Coy hosted it. I know like Ricky Gervais
It's classic.
hosted, and they love when he hosted.
Another person whose special was kind of dogged on.
Like I bet you if he hosted it, they would have liked him because like.
Because he's white.
Ricky Gervais is he's white. He's British. Like, I mean, he can just be, that's like that's just
his
Ricky
face.
Gervais the whole time. He's like, like, that's just all.
He also has like a face that is like funny looking.
That's just every Ricky Gervais bit.
I love his movie, The Invention of Lying.
He's not lying.
Ricky Gervais is a treasure. I wasn't even a fan of him before. I never really like watched his stand up. Like I don't have an opinion of him. I haven't watched enough of his stand up.
Yeah.
I've never watched an hour-long special of his. I just know he's famous and
Yeah,
funny, but I have never watched any of his stuff.
Well-known comedian. I think he sold out the Cross Insurance Arena.
He's popular, yeah.
Very popular comedian.
There's just some comics, like, I feel like, for me, I've always gravitated more towards dirtier comics, and I don't know.
But our girl, T-Swift,
T-Swift?
she didn't like the joke about her. She mean-mugged the camera. Or she just looked angry, and then she like took a sip of her water. They even mentioned her and how the camera always cuts to her at NFL games. And
I bet that is like a problem at one point in like the bedroom, like, or something, like you're talking and like you're going to sleep next to your girlfriend and like you're just like,
and your girlfriend's Taylor Swift.
Your girlfriend's freaking Taylor Swift, which I just assume like is a phenomenal situation. Like I bet the bed is super comfy.
You're with a billionaire.
You're with somebody whose
farts
don't smell.
Think of all the DoorDash you'd be getting.
All the DoorDash. What do you mean DoorDash? Personal chef. Make me McDonald's.
Personal chef.
Personal chef.
I make sure I have the McDonald's put in my house.
I want my chicken nuggets. Serve me my chicken nuggets.
Would you do it?
I want the spicy chicken nuggets.
Can I have a spicy?
Would you do a private chef if you could afford it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking about the robots that Tesla's got coming out.
Oh, breakdancing robots.
Like, yeah, they breakdance at the end. That's cool. But like, imagine if you could have a robot. You'd have one, right? Like, what would you pay for a robot that does everything in your house for you?
I wouldn't. Not the way they look.
Well, okay,
how much would I pay?
Let's
though?
not think about how they look, but the concept of something. Essentially, what would you like?
I don't
would
know,
you
man.
pay
Have
like
you
a
seen
car?
How some people treat their Alexas or their Google Homes.
Of course.
Some people get real mean with the Alexas and the Google Homes. I'm just wondering, like, you come back home one day and your husband is trying to nail the freaking robot.
Husband nail? You think he's going to be nailing?
Or getting nailed.
Wow.
I don't
Getting
know.
pegged out by a Tesla robot?
Yeah, have you played that video game Atomic Heart yet?
Atomic Tesla sex robots?
Atomic sex robots. How much would I pay? I just assume it would be like a car. I assume it'd be like a car.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like a
I'm
car, like 20, 30 grand.
Yeah, I
for
was
like
thinking
a base econ model.
Yeah,
you know?
30 grand. And then that thing will do your laundry, cook all your meals, just take out the trash, you know.
What
just keep the
task would you
house-
have it eliminate if like you could only pick one task? What task would it be to? For me, it would be straight up dishes.
Dishes would be a great one.
It'd be just straight do the dishes, do the scrubbing, do the everything.
Oh my god, the Tesla dishes sounds great. I mean,
knowing Tesla though and their terrible build quality, as somebody who knows a little bit about robots,
yeah, personal robots.
I'll say I don't know. They're the way Tesla builds stuff. They're notorious for poor build quality.
Yeah.
Like things don't fit the way they're supposed to for a super expensive car. Like it has problems. Like I feel like within a couple days of you getting your robot, they're just, like its leg falls off, and you're gonna be like, "What do? I just spent 30 grand, 40 grand for this robot."
Why not make it gas powered?
At that point,
Just have some exhaust flying around your house.
I'm thinking too, once like that technology is available and like people are able to like open it up and like look and like try to figure out how to like make that robot. Imagine like homebrew robots, like people at home making their own like smack together robots. Just like building a PC. Like,
Yeah,
I gave mine the new GTA 6.
Yeah, I mean, and then there's gonna be guys wearing goggles with the view of the robot, and they're like, well, I'm gonna just see what it's like to be the robot. I wanna watch the robot do all the stuff.
Imagine like a whole new set of crime too, where someone like straight up dresses up as a robot and just kicks the box away when you're home and just like, I am your robot. Send me into your home.
You just get weird footage of your robot just like doing weird stuff, like smelling your shoes when you leave, like just going in your kids' laundry and just smelling their dirty clothes.
Man, I think it would be wild too. Like I think everyone's gonna be scared of being replaced by robots for certain jobs, and then we'll have to talk universal income again.
I mean, I think we're getting to the Matrix.
Singularity? You think we're getting singularity?
What happens in the Matrix? It's like right there. It's like, it's
so you think
really...
aliens are gonna come and turn us into little batteries? Not aliens, robots are gonna.
Well, the alien robots. Their alien robots
batteries
are coming. And they're gonna make us into the batteries, and then we're just gonna have our VR goggles on.
Am I a loser for saying if I was in the Matrix, I would totally take the blue pill?
What's that one do again?
That's the one that keeps you in the Matrix and you don't see the truth.
Yeah, dude, I'm doing the blue pill.
I'm doing blue pill. I'm not a red pill guy. I'm not built that way.
This is Moki time. This is a blue pill podcast.
It's a blue pill podcast.
We don't do we just like to keep it the way it is.
Yeah.
What color's Mo's jacket? Blue.
Yeah.
The blue pill.
The blue pill. The South will rise again.
That's what that is.
Oh, jeez.
So what's new with stand up for you though? You did some shows.
I did a few shows. I think I have some more stuff booked, but really I'm just writing.
How's the writing going? You getting some good ideas this year?
I'm getting some really good ideas. I'm trying to delve more into some work, and see like what more I can get out of certain stories. Trying to focus a little bit more on laughs per minute.
It's a good place to look.
But primarily, man, I'm just I don't know. I like performing. That's what I want to do. I want to do more of that, less, producing shows and stuff or helping to produce shows. I just want to do performing, maybe some hosting, but just get back to like what my comedy goals this year is, just to get back to what I like doing. And maybe I'll try to go to a festival or two this year, send out some applications. Yeah. Have you done a festival? Should we try to do a festival together?
Yeah,
maybe we should apply to a few.
Maybe they'll let us be on the festival as a podcast.
Yeah, I think at one point too, me and you over the year are probably going to want to do some sort of live show together.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
we're going to do that. And maybe we'll put some, we'll do a live show. Maybe we'll do a live Mo Keith time at Empire Comedy Club. I bet we could make that happen. Probably be a late night show.
Really late, like 1 a.m.
Like 1 a.m., like after everyone's gone home and we're just like by the trash with the rats. Just
Only
talking.
For the diehards, man. Only for the diehards. I love the fact that Empire is coming back with old Empire management, man. I like Lucas. I always liked him. Nice dude.
Straight shooter.
Very, very straight shooter. Yeah. Like, I remember when I first started, he was like, I like this about your stand-up. I don't like this about your stand-up. If you fix some of this stuff, I'm going to get you more time on here. Like, I really appreciate somebody who, like, gives constructive criticism.
Yeah, and he's a fan of comedy, so.
And he's just a chill guy. I remember we would do shows there, and some days, like, when, like, I've already done my set, and I can hear him in the back watching something, and he's like watching like a boxing match, and we'll be in the back taking shots and watching boxing.
Yeah.
Because he'll have like good fights on. I'm like, that's my dude.
Yeah, it's fun, man. That's a great, it's so awesome to have Empire back. It's so great. It's such a good time. I've already had like 2 super fun shows there. I'm going to be there almost every week.
For the open mics?
No, for shows.
Shows? Oh.
Yeah, I got some shows booked there, so that'll be cool. Yeah, a lot of stuff happening there.
It's a great time for comedy in Portland with your crew over at Comedy Co-op, having Lincoln's. We have Main House of Comedy, and we have Empire running full steam. Don't Tell, and it's just nice right now. You can do what? You can, in a given week, you could do 3 open mics in Portland.
Yeah, I think at least 3.
You could do the Sunday open mic with Main House of Comedy.
There's 2 on Tuesday. There's 1 on Thursday.
Yeah.
There's mine and Ben's are both on Tuesday.
You can get a lot in.
You can get a lot of stage time if you want it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've got some cool stuff coming down the pike at Empire 2. I'm working on a game show.
Ooh.
And it's going to be a fun one. It's you didn't know about this?
I did not know about this.
Yeah, no, I've been working on a game show, and it's going to be big, and we're going to make it really cool. I think people are going to have a blast. And
are you going to dress up as Steve Harvey?
Nope, I'm not going to be wearing shoe polish cuz I like my job. And I like my friends. You've been waiting to push the button. You're still waiting to push that button.
I never knew shoe polish is what people put on for blackface. I never knew that's what it was.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. That's what you've heard from where?
I feel like I've heard that joke before. That's where I've heard it from.
Oh, jeez.
But no, it's going to not be Steve Harvey. I'm going to be my own host. It's going to be a fun game show. Everybody in the audience is going to be a contestant when the show starts.
Oh, are you doing Make Maine laugh?
No.
That would be great if that comes back.
That might come back. I think there's some talks on that, but
with Deshane?
No, I'm not involved with it. I think Deshane would be involved. But yeah, no, it's going to be like a battle royale type of a game show. Except nobody dies.
You're going to have everyone parachute in.
Yeah, well, no, it's going to be the first thing you do, I'm eliminate.
Sold.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be fun.
Now.
Are you in?
I'm so hyped.
Doesn't it sound fun?
I'm sold.
It's fun, dude.
You got me at It's gonna be like.
Are you in it? You're not in it. It's gonna be awesome.
I don't even know what we're doing. What's the game show about? So
it's gonna be a bunch of different game. Like it's gonna be everyone's a contestant, and then like immediately half the audience is eliminated. And then it's like another half, and then we're gonna get down to probably probably around 10 people will be up on stage competing, and then it'll be like down to then I think maybe 5 will compete for a while, and then it'll be like whoever wins of those 5 gets.
So you're gonna
there
get
will be a grand prize.
Entire audience on the Empire stage.
No.
Oh.
No one's on the stage until there's like 10 people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then you bring those people up, and then there's some more elimination, and then there's like 5 people that really are competing.
How much would you have people pay for?
I'm thinking $20 to get in. I think it's going to be $20, and if you win, you get $500 minimum.
No way.
Yeah.
You have $500?
I'm having a $500.
I don't believe you. I think you're yanking my chain.
No, I'm not.
What
making
are you,
this
the
up.
local Mr. Beast? Mr. Hebert?
You call me Mr. Hebert.
What's going on? It's Mr. Beast. We're going to go ahead and have all the contestants play Fortnite.
Well, that might be how it ends. Maybe there's like a battle royale of Fortnite, and we're all watching it on the video board at Empire. No, but I've been thinking about this for like a year. I've had this game show brewing for a long time.
You know what, Keith?
And I got
Tell me the date. I'm coming. I'm a guest. I'm gonna bring my girlfriend. I'm gonna bring friends. I'll be there to support you.
You'll be buying a ticket.
I'll be buying a ticket.
Yeah,
I'll spend the money
because we need to get that prize pool. That's how the prize.
That's the prize.
That's how we're making the prize pool.
So no one's getting paid.
Well, I'm the only I'll pay the people working on the show. Yeah. But if you're a contestant, you're not going to get paid unless you win.
No, I just mean what? You're $20 each. to.
We don't need to do math on the podcast.
I'm just thinking how many people you're gonna need, but it'll be fun, dude. I'll be there to support you. I'll be there to watch for sure.
No, it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna have to do a test run closed. Essentially, we're gonna get the room, and we're gonna do a run like in an afternoon sometime. So if you want to be part of that, help me out, and like
I'll do it. Yeah.
and then we can just like see if the show runs smoothly, see if there's something we can fix. But it's gonna be like a pretty crazy thing, I think.
Dude, are you gonna dress up?
Gonna be
Are you
fun.
wear a suit and tie?
Oh, I'm wearing a suit, baby. You know I'm a suit. I'm a suit comic now.
Oh, dude, I'll come in with a suit and tie then.
Sounds fun, right?
I think
It's gonna be fun, dude. I think this is gonna catch. I think it's gonna catch on. I think people are gonna love
next
it.
big show.
Yeah, it's already got a
that room's
name.
capacity too. Kind of. It's only 100 people, right?
130.
130. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Empire, big fans of Empire here at Mo Keith Time, their food. They got the little food stall,
Oh man.
and I love me those Reuben egg rolls. Oof. And
Reuben
their
ones?
dumplings are delicious too.
Yeah, man. If you like delicious Chinese food,
Empire's a
eat
spot.
some Empire.
Their green bean garlic.
Their garlic green beans.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
So yeah, hopefully this podcast is brought to you by Empire Comedy Club and Chinese.
We just love China.
We just love it, and we love the food, and
We're placating towards a higher social rating, I feel like, a higher social credit score.
I talked to a guy about that today who lived in China.
What did he say? What was his score? Can you trust him?
He was a foreigner, so he didn't have a score.
Oh.
But he was telling about it, and he was saying how he said it sounds worse than it is. But then when he described it to me, I was like, that sounds bad, and it is bad. But it was basically like everything in China is all done by the government. Like all the websites are like run by the government. It's all, which you get a really streamlined experience of technology because it's all like connected really well. That's the advantage. The disadvantage is they have way too much control over everything. But he was saying how like essentially if you're doing stuff if you're buying like sex toys online and you're like and you're doing that kind of behavior, your score goes down.
So you can't buy too many?
You can't buy
sex
apparently
toys?
they're like you get like
It's one per person.
yeah, it's kind of
It's like a credit score hit, like you apply for a credit card, 7
It's-
points off.
the
right?
way he described it is basically it is a way to control the sex toy usage and make people have to probably sleep with each other and create babies. And this has been Mo Keith Time.
Okay, time.